You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. I'm one of four hosts, one of four moderators, one of four opinionated brothers that make up this podcast called Imperfect Sense. I go by the name of Eric E. Mr. Dawson, whatever you call me, please do not call me a fucking midget. And to the left of me, got the bully with me, Conway.
Whoa.
Conway's to the left of me, to the right of me. Got the fitness guru Flesh is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Did he go wank like he was stroking this wanker?
Pause.
No, but did he do the jerk off motion? I didn't. I seen it out the corner.
I think he was trying to.
No, you went like, and then you was around the mic like, We're
gonna wind it back.
We're gonna have to see that footage later.
I don't know this nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I go by the name of Eric E. Mr. Duff, whatever you call me. Andy isn't with us today. Shout out to Andy. You know what I mean? The other 25% of Imperfect Sense. And if you never viewed us, if you don't know what we're about, we four opinionated brothers. We talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit about ourselves, about our culture. Yeah. So nobody is off limits, man. We like to think of ourselves as the male version of The View, the last of a dying breed of masculine alpha males. So everybody gets it. Black people, white people, women, homosexuals, straight people, Asian people. Not so much children. We don't get children. They can't defend themselves against us. That's like borderline. Anybody that's like mentally messed up in children, we don't get them.
Yeah,
it depends. What you mean it depends? No, we talk about your kids because your kids can deal with this shit. We talk about your kids.
And before we move forward, Joe, free Andy, free our man Andy, he on probation right now. He his probation officer said he violated when he took the COVID-19 test. This free out, man. Get him back
yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like the way I'm seeing in life, like wives are way worse than parole officers. Like wives are way worse than parole officers. It's like, oh, babe, you're not gonna
love but love, man. I know you see the show,
babe,
man. Love but love.
Babe, I laid that shirt out for you to wear today. Match this watch up with it too. Like you're gonna kill him today, babe. Matter of fact, no.
The same shirt on.
Matter of fact, they'll see it next week because you're not coming out of the house today. You have gardening to do.
Mine was subliminal. My shit was subliminal.
You have gardening to do, babe. There's no need for you to go do the show with those Neanderthals. they don't pick dandelions like you do.
Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Day.
Yeah, it is pretty much. Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
The whole weekend.
Yeah.
They be trying to.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question before we really.
They even still Father's
Let me ask y'all a question before we really get into the shit. Now, before we start, let me drop the disclaimer because the shit gonna come fast. Like if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, or sexuality, this is not the show for you.
No,
if you continue to look at us,
not at all.
You subscribe to the bullshit. And speaking of subscriptions, make sure you subscribe to everything that Imperfect Sense is on. UnifiedRadio.tv, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Patreon, SoundCloud, everywhere. We everywhere. Just make sure you subscribe, like, share, follow, and we'll drop all the Instagram information later. But before we get to the shit, you said something about Mother's Day before we get into our shit. Do you get the mother of your child? Are they obligated to get a Mother's Day gift? It's been a debate on social media. Like some men saying, nah, that's not my mother. Some men saying, yeah, that's the mother of my children, so they get it.
I think it all depends on the relationship that you got with. If y'all cool and everything cordial, and y'all like that, that's cool. If you want to, you're not obligated to do anything. You're not obligated to give nobody nothing.
Wait a minute. Like, choose your words correctly.
No, I'm not obligated to get anything. Now, my lady, I get her something.
Okay.
But my son mother?
Cause I had to tell you that because we had to bank yours. Like, like she throw them hands. So if it's like you call me like yo, she got me. I'm like yo, I'm on my way. Yo. We gonna jump her ass, man. We gotta jump her. Yo, but check it out, man. We're in the month of May. This is Mental Awareness Month. If a lot of people don't know, so we're gonna get into a little bit of mental awareness. But we got to get into, clearing the mind. It comes with, what you put in your body, how you exercise, that as well. And since we got Flesh on here, for all you beginners, for real, you can look on unifieradio.tv because we're going to start dropping a lot of stuff with Flesh. Is like, we're going to have like Flesh's Motivational Minute for everybody that's trying to get into health and fitness, drop some meal plans, a couple starter exercises. So Flesh, get into, your whole trainer aspect real quick.
Well, for the most part, for those of you who are beginners, because that's what I like working with, taking those individuals that they got, low self-esteem, not,
them gym virgins.
Not happy about themselves, and actually watching them transform to being self-motivated. I'm really not a trainer that's going to work with somebody all the way to the end. I like to self-motivate people because that's really what it takes, because it's a lifestyle. But some quick tips.
Well, repeat that.
It's a lifestyle.
Yo, so if anybody don't know, they wonder why diets and shit don't work, because diets don't work if you don't change your lifestyle. That's not what happens.
Your lifestyle, that means that includes your diet, your lifestyle. And the problem is that I noticed through my career doing is that people, once they fall off, they don't want to get back on track because they feel like, dag, I done fucked up. And I try to tell them that, hey, it doesn't matter if you fuck up, you get back on track. If you planned on living to fucking 90, 100 years old, you always got time. You can have your splurge week or your fucking splurge month, but you just got to make sure you put yourself back on that progress to get back to getting where you got to get at.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I had a bad eating week this week. Like, I ate some bullshit that I haven't been used to eating. I'm not talking about pussy. I'm talking about actual food. Because I know the jokes was coming. I felt it from this side of the table that something was coming this way. Because I know you. I know what you was getting ready to say. So that's why I had to pretty much 8 Mile myself and do the whole Eminem thing and
you didn't say butt, though. So.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Shit, I knew I forgot something. But
so that's cool. We know what you ate.
Food wise, right?
Okay.
I've been making a conscious effort really to eat a lot more clean, a lot more healthier. And this week I had like a rough week as far as what I, took it to my body as far as food.
But it's cool. But it's always cool.
No, my point is it made me, if I feel different putting that shit that I'm not used to eating.
Your body feels
sluggish. Yeah.
And it goes back. But that's the thing, that the key that I try to tell people is that when it happened, you just always just go ahead and bounce back. Like, you always got time to bounce back, even if you fuck up. You get to your points when you don't feel like working out, but just push yourself on those days when you don't want to do it. You ain't got to do a lot, but just do a little bit.
I've caught my best workouts when I didn't feel like going. Like, that's when I had my best workouts, when I did not feel like going.
So the quick tips before we move forward: do a 30-day trial. Just drink nothing but water. Cut out your sugars and your starch. Your starch going to end up turning into sugar anyway, which turns into fat. If you cut that out for 30 days and really stick the vegetables, chicken, and maybe just seafood, you'd be surprised how much weight you'll end up losing within a 30-day period. But that's no cheating, because the way your body work is, the faster you lose it, the faster that shit it bring it back. It's like if you drop weight real fast, it's too fast for your body. So the minute that you take one fried chicken wing and eat it, your body gonna say, "Give me all that."
So almost like a steroid. So it's almost like a steroid.
It's gonna say, "Give me all of it," because I lost it. So it's gonna take it and rejuvenate it back, so it can get back to its comfortability form. So that's why you gotta break it past that breaking point. It's like a person who's high and they gotta get past the fucking detox portion of it. What it's called, like when they getting high.
Withdrawal.
The withdrawal, because I couldn't get out. Yeah, the withdrawal. It's like your body going past that withdrawal stage, and that's what your body does when you taking away and it's losing weight. Your body is actually going, where the fuck am I gonna get energy? Where the fuck am I gonna get energy? Because the bad shit is in the carbs. The shit that tastes good is actually the shit that give you energy, but it also destroy you. So you got to eat good carbs.
Yeah, facts. So speaking of now on the exercise portion, what are a few exercises for beginners that they can get into that they relatively don't kill themselves? They can kind of work up to other more extensive things.
For beginners, first week when you get up in the morning, just do something simple like 25 squats in the morning. If you don't know how to do push-ups, you can start off with I don't want to call them women push-ups anymore.
That's what they are. No. We're going to say what the fuck it is.
We used to call women push-ups.
That's what we're calling them.
The technical proper term for them now.
They call
But
girl push-ups
keep your knees on the floor and do the
because
push-ups.
girls can't do what we can do.
And work your way up to.
We're not equal.
And work your way up to doing them where you can actually do them without your knees being on the.
Men don't do girl push-ups. You do push-ups that men do. So you don't get on your knees and no, you do men. But this is for girls. This is why they are who they are and we are who we are. I don't know all this gender equality shit y'all keep trying to fucking push, but they're called girl push-ups for a motherfucking reason. You are a female.
Look,
you have estrogen.
They gonna ban that.
And some of y'all got real titties. You know? Some of y'all got real butts. I'm just saying. I just didn't want to sugarcoat it, my man. Like I'm sick of this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
man, for real, man.
Imperfect Sense, man. You know, he keep it real. You know, I'm gonna put a little.
You're pandering. You're pandering to unhealthy people.
But you know, I don't mind.
You say you're pandering.
I don't mind pandering because the message got to get across. Like that's the only thing. Because if a lot of people can't take steak. You know, you got to feed them, baby food because they not mature enough to handle to chew that good knowledge. You got to feed it to them like a baby, and that's what I'm here for. You feed them the hard shit. I give them.
I'm gonna feed them.
The baby shit. Pause.
Nah, that wasn't no pause. I'm gonna feed them the hard shit. Right on your tonsils.
Because there's some guys out here trying to lose weight.
This ain't Atlanta. this ain't Atlanta. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here?
Making sure you know.
But everybody,
not just for women.
but everybody trying to get in better shape. This is really the time because it's
we supposed to be serious, yo.
Because COVID-19 has taken a lot of
living long.
unhealthy people.
You just, even though we still on the physical part right now before we go to the mental, this what y'all gotta stop doing. All right. If you try to look good for the summer, it's too late. All right.
See, when I said that shit, I caught backlash.
Listen, no, I'm just saying that
they supposed to start November.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing. This is why gyms make so much money off of y'all, right? Because the beginning of the year, everybody got the same thing. I'm gonna start my New Year's resolution. Like, no, you're not. Because when you're ready to do something, you're going to do it. You're not going to wait until the beginning of a year because it's just another number. What you need to do is enjoy yourself this summer. Don't go super crazy. Start your little minimum workouts every day. Don't worry about the look of your body, but just work out to get the muscles start building and getting it equipped to work. Eat what the fuck you want to eat, but just enjoy yourself through the process. Then when the summer over, then you start going into your diet and start wanting to change how your body look. But that way your muscles and everything already been in rotation and loose for you to start doing, and then you start hitting the diet. Once the diet kick in, you be surprised. Next summer, you can actually really knock off damn near 100 pounds.
I've seen people look better big than they did when they got skinny.
Yeah, that's true. And truth be told,
shots. Oh, you too?
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that.
I just saying. It's like you're like.
But the truth be told, like a lot of skinny people think that just because they're skinny, they healthy. Physically, that's not what it is. No. It's your metabolism. It's a lot of people that's thick, that's really healthy.
Yeah.
It's just the point. I wanted to bring it's just the point of you can't be overtly obese. Like like we losing a lot of people that's really unhealthy to COVID. You know what I'm saying? And that has everything to do with what people are putting in. What are you putting into your body?
That's the first thing that when I went and got tested when it was brand new last year and got exposed. Somebody was working with me was exposed because they went to New York and then came back.
Right.
And they exposed everybody at work, so they had to shut down the whole fucking building because 2 people left up there where they weren't supposed to, and then they shut down and they came down. So long story short, when I went there and I asked them, they that's the first things that the doctors and them was asking me because they kept it on the outside. They wouldn't let you come in the building where you had to go get tested at. And they asked about my eating habit. They said, well, you eat healthy for the most part. You look like you in shape. They just like you. you really not gonna have no issues. They said if you ain't got no internal thing that deals with your respiratory system, you ain't got no issues with that. They said you fine. They said 9 times out of 10 you gonna get COVID, but your body gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, we just gotta get rid of that misconception because skinny people, you can't tell them that they not shit. I'm gonna tell you like y'all see Conway. I seen Conway outrun dudes on the basketball court that he's bigger than, wider than. Like, and we talking about skinny.
That's what I be wanting to say, right?
But that's because they be smoking.
No. That's because
He got too.
really
He think he fucking heavy
I'm
D
really
anyway.
fucking
When he get that
athletic,
that sauce in him, that liquor, he think he heavy D anyway. He be dumb diddy. He be doing all that
I'm
shit in
really
the club.
fucking
Like,
athletic though. Like this is shit I don't be liking, right? Because if
he did. Forget the TH.
Fuck that.
It's just AF. Athletic.
yeah,
I was going for did he say
athletic.
athletic?
For the hood motherfuckers that's listening, because they don't use the TH anyway, so they athletic. They athletic. Most of the people that watch this shit is halfway retarded.
Because we retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because we retarded. So it's
yo,
like
that's hilarious.
athletic. Let me say, okay, because no, we do get some people that's like degrees.
No.
Athletic, and then from an athletic people, like, yo, like, really, like, because if I was still playing football, and if I was professional playing football at my size, because I can do shit that the little motherfuckers could do, I wouldn't be considered obese. Mm-hmm. But because I'm just a civilian, I'm considered obese. When I played football, and when I, even on the collegiate side, a doctor would never tell you obese.
Never. You right.
At all.
Not
No,
when
you
you're
right.
not when you're in the sport.
That
Not
shit
when
is
you're in
so
the sport.
crazy. And it's facts.
You see them fucking linemen?
Yeah.
Football
Yeah.
field?
They be 350 and will
350,
run a
400.
4.6. Run a 4.6 40. Run your ass down like
yo,
a Corolla on with Nikes
It's
on.
been
But
plenty
they be taking enhancement shit too.
Sometimes I ain't
Yeah,
mad
bro.
at you. Do
The
what they do.
HGH shit and all that shit, they be taking it.
But
I don't need it.
And that shit legal, but they be getting it through their doctor, the HGH shit.
Yeah. It like when we used to play the little pickup games up city and shit, people like, oh, I'm not. They were like, shit, I'm telling you, you should have picked cuz up. I be fucking people up because they be like, oh shit. The next week it's like, no, we got.
Because they're already going to underestimate you. Like, yo, I'm going to get past him because he's
And I would
slow.
lay a nigga. Oh shit, hold up.
That's all. That's always the big misconception. So speaking of health and what we put into our bodies, does the food trigger our mental?
That
Yes.
shit real. That shit
Yes,
real.
it triggers the mental. I can let you go ahead and start off, bro.
I don't tell you because I just told you this week, right? So I've been on my shit lately, like on some real shit. I've been eating my spinach, I've been eating my broccolis, I've been eating my salmons. I kept away from the salts, kept away from sugars, all that shit, right? I haven't eaten no candy, so I ain't bring no candy in here this week. You know what I mean,
You've been bringing a lot of nuts in here lately, anyway.
With almond.
Nuts, just mixed nuts. He like biracial nuts. He like the mixed ones. He was bringing a lot of nuts.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't been bringing nuts in there? Dark ones, light ones,
So look,
salty ones, unsalted.
So for the protein, you did. I did.
Like, let me get focused. Let me get focused.
Shit.
But like, nah, the kids wanted some shit real quick, yo, and my 2-year-old, yo, she just wouldn't stop. So I was like, all right, fuck it.
She
Stop.
can't have no sugar.
Yeah, yo.
No.
So I stopped.
Baby girl.
We went to McDonald's, and the only thing I was like, all right, give me a 4-piece nugget. That's all I got. Yo, like in the midst of hours, I was talking to him like, yo, I feel sleepy like a motherfucker all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
my body, like, it was just to the point, and then it was putting triggers in my like mentally, like, you already ate the nuggets, like, go get some other shit, like, for real, like, that's
that's what it.
and I
that's
was
what
like,
it did.
yo,
Your body, people don't realize your food that you eat create the habits subconsciously. You don't even know it. I can say that even for myself when I'm eating healthy, but the next thing you know, event come up, go out partying and drinking. I decide to say, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and just run 5 miles the next day. I start eating. The next morning when I wake up, I still want to eat shit that I don't have no business eating.
I'm gonna tell you. Speaking
And then
personally,
my habit through the day go weird if I don't make myself get up and go. People like, yo, you crazy. Why you running 5 miles? I said, because I gotta run off the shit that I ate. Plus, I gotta run off that lazy mentality. Because when you run and you feel sluggish, you want to stop before you get to a mile. But if you eat clean, you be surprised when you go out there. You be like, damn, I got all this energy.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Like speaking personally, like yesterday, I had an episode, being around some motherfuckers that I don't like, and yesterday, I ate bad. You know what I'm saying? I had shrimp, but they were fried, French fries and all this other shit yesterday, right? And first of all, the shit made me feel sick after I ate it anyway. Like my body felt different. But then the motherfuckers I was around, I mentally didn't have patience. Like, and I'm trying to figure. First of all, I don't like the motherfuckers anyway. They're not my type of fucking people. And then I know they look at the show, but in a couple of days, it's still gonna be sucking my dick. I'm still tell you that. I just feel as though I just feel as though that me not liking them, but also what I ate kind of made me not have patience. And I'm saying that to say this, like the culture in the hoods that we from, so much violence and so much bullshit. Is that a direct effect of what we're putting in our system? The Chinese food, the chicken boxes, the pizzas, the sodas. Is that a direct effect of emotional triggers mentally in our hood?
Yes, because this is the thing that I've been saying for years. I have to go to the county in order to get healthy food.
But before you stop, I'm gonna tell you this. Not to cut you, I'm gonna let you finish. Have you ever noticed, even with fast food, the fast food tastes different in certain counties? You ever noticed in certain parts of the state where it's more money?
They actually care.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish. I thought it was just me.
Because they do. And I'm gonna say something in reference to that. But they do is because I always looked at it going, damn, I want to eat healthy. I got to go to the market and buy all my shit. But if I wanted to go get a quick meal, either I got to go downtown to the Harbor Tourist area to get healthy food, or I got to drive to the fucking county or over by Hopkins somewhere where I could go to
that
a
was
spot.
the first place.
That's what I said. To the spot where I could get something healthy. But everywhere through black communities, it's always fried chicken, alcohol spots, everything that could
Chinese food,
Chinese food,
and the cigarettes,
and then the Chinese food, and then the Asian people, like, cause I don't want to call everybody Chinese, but the Asian people, they don't even give you the rice that they eat. They eat jasmine rice.
But not only
they
that,
don't put jasmine rice in the food that they serve.
Right.
They
don't even clean their rice.
Not only that though, they don't even put it in no butter. They eat it sticky.
Yeah,
that's the most healthiest way to eat rice.
That's why they be so skinny. They eat a lot of rice, but they eat jasmine
and
rice.
And their feet be little as shit.
The what?
Feet
but in reference to that, I saw a video. It had to be maybe in the 80s, late 80s to 90s, and they were talking about with the milk industry. Then they were showing that, and it was an old video clip, and it ain't no bullshit, it ain't from no movie. They were showing how that where the farms and things were at, and then the fucking wire lines that was over top that give cancer and shit. When they was doing with the cows and shit, when they test the cows that had like cancer and that was producing the bad milk, they put them in they was using New York, for example. They was putting them in the barrels where the poor blacks and stuff was.
That's
and
then
the better milk they put out into the counties.
No, but that's a fact.
Like they put out into the counties.
That was
the bad milk went to Harlem and the good milk went to White Plains.
The radiation and everything.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I know that was on CNN back in the 80s, and it was a big thing because he not lying. It was in Dumbo, Brooklyn, and you know there's a lot of farms out there.
Dumbo's gentrified now. You know what I'm saying?
But they was actually sending the bad milk to like inner city Brooklyn
because they don't want to lose profit.
Any city, Harlem.
They put them there.
Yeah, and they actually got shut down at it being exposed, but
look how many years.
Yeah, look how many years.
It took over 10 years for them to get exposed.
But know the fucked up thing about it is, you know how like the kids on these perks and shit now, and they're like, oh, the perks triggered what's in their mind. Well, I did when I told you, like, I'm serious about losing this weight and shit. So I started doing little researches of why I used to have anger issues, like, for no reason sometimes. Like, I'm like, yo, I can't. Cause I was gonna say, I know I ain't crazy, but you motherfuckers gonna play games.
You see, we on edge, like, we on edge. We waiting for you so we can, like,
But it's like, damn, you're like, why, like, all of a sudden? So I did a research on, like, the different saturated fats and the sodiums and shit like that. Like the sodiums that they actually give us and the saturated fats that they give us and like the inner city, it's fucked up. Like, it's actually triggering most of the mental health issues in the inner city because, like, you'll have, like, saturated fats, but in the county, they'll use exosaturated or monosaturated fats, which are saturated fats made from wheat instead of the saturated made from, well, you know what I mean, like, because all of it's wheat, but one part is good, one part is bad, and they give us the roots. That's why I don't fuck with grits, and people think that's fucked up, but grits really is from the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying?
What about cream of wheat?
Cream of wheat's from the top. That's why it's always good for your heart.
Cream of wheat is trash.
But that's
crazy.
Cream of wheat.
I'm a grit guy. I'm sorry.
Grits.
I'm feeling kind of offended that you're talking about.
But I'm
grits.
just saying though, real shit is a study. Grits.
Grits. No.
The reason why grits are a big thing in the inner city is because couple researchers, grits really have high sodium. It's high sodium in grits.
If people don't, if y'all don't want to see, if y'all want to really see if you educated, like what sodium is capable of, just go on YouTube and type in sodium tests like in water. You can see a video of kids taking a big ass brick of sodium and throwing it into the water in the lake and backing up, and that bitch explodes.
So I mean,
water. That's what you put in your body.
The thing is, like, we getting educated. You know what I mean? You did some research. Of course, you know what you're doing. So y'all both schooling me on some things I didn't know, even though I do know a few things. But do we still put the blame on somebody else for us eating bad? Like, because, like, I mean, it's like, if my thing is like this. If we can afford materialistic bullshit, right? How can we keep blaming somebody else for the way that we everybody go to the grocery store, so you just walk right on past the kale and the spinach and go right and grab them wings, that vegetable oil, that flour. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that, but see, it's
gotta use olive oil.
It's all psychology.
You gotta use olive oil.
Yeah, but you do. But I'm just saying, it's all psychology. People's behavior. Humans, like, and I'm not making this no racial thing, but it's just a simple fact of Europeans control the world. Why? Because they understand psychology. Okay, psychology is when you don't have to say anything. You set things up because you understand human nature. I understand that if I want to minimize a group of people or cause them to die early, all I got to do is set up their surroundings that would seem normal to them and just make it fucked up. There's a reason why I'm allowing a whole bunch of chicken spots and everything go there. There's a reason why Whole Foods is a fucking 100 miles away from where the fuck your nationality of people live at. There's a reason why Giants.
It's definitely systematically set up.
It's a reason why Giants.
But they still sell vegetables.
Yeah, they do sell vegetables, but that's the thing. When you have been fed, when your ancestors have been fed the bottom of the pig and they had to make out of it, and then you teach it to another generation.
They keep eating that bottom of the pig.
You keep eating that way. So even though you have the generation today that's actually telling you we not our grandparents, we more educated than this and that, but you're still behind because you still don't even have that community structure to make it where you're eating healthy. And it's just that's just the way that it is. Like, it's like only a few people going to be able to eat healthy because they want to. But if you made it a standard where you had to eat healthy, more people would be healthy.
Know what I think? Like, I agree with you 100%, and I also say, like you said, it is us, because if I'm gonna keep saying every fucking year y'all want to get healthy. I want to make sure I live long for my kids, and you don't do it. And then next thing you know, oh shit,
You just talking to talk.
You just talking to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna give y'all some real personal shit about me. So last week I had to get my heart checked. Mm-hmm. The reason why I had to get my heart checked is because of, you already know, but it's because of my diet.
We editing that out.
The diet that I've actually started. Mm-hmm. My heart was so used to me eating those street foods, eating this like shit super greasy, that it did start affecting my valve. You know what I'm saying? But my shit normal now. But at that period of time from trying to get the surgery for my knee, I couldn't get it because of the blood pressure was high. I haven't been on my medication in a week. My shit has been,
because you eating healthy.
Yeah, but not only that,
people don't know eating healthy stop a lot of people from being diabetic.
Yo, people don't realize. Think about you taking, like with doctors, when you can take a pill that can raise your heart rate. Look how small that fucking pill is.
Yeah, that pill little as shit.
The pill little as shit, but look how much of a major effect it does to your body. Food does the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and really that's what happened. So basically, my changing of my diet, my body was setting off, and they didn't know if I was actually going to have a stroke, if something was going on with my heart. But it was just the fact that I actually took a stand on myself. I was like, fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. And then my body is starting to transition to this other way of eating.
And you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, I do.
And
I get to wake up. I haven't had no headaches.
Even before I started educating myself, look how long we live, and that's why I said the psychology, and you don't even think about the shit that you do and how important that it is. And we see the answers right in front of us every day. Like you said, a person can take a Molly or a fucking edible, and it changes your whole fucking body.
Hit that bloodstream, baby.
Yeah. So if you go into the market and you buying all this shit and you turning the cans around and turning shit around and you looking at the ingredients and you seeing all these 13, 15, 20 letter words on the back that you know nothing about, you just going, shit tastes good. And that's all you basing your health off of is taste.
Yeah, and so
they
and
put
not
all
just,
the chemicals and shit. I'm gonna put some heroin, some cocaine, some drugs and shit. And let me sprinkle some strawberry flavor over
you
top.
don't even know.
Here you go.
And this shit is so crazy though. A lot of people, you don't have to go on that shit by yourself. If you have a person that's really love you, they supposed to be fucking at that moment with you. You know what I mean? Like, Shorty took all the salts out the crib. She don't even cook no more with that shit.
Yeah, but it's
time and.
But it's hard. It's hard for people, bro.
It's hard.
Seasoning. Think about the motherfuckers when they first made seasoning.
But this the thing, though. Seasoning was before salts and peppers, bro.
I get that. What I'm saying
spices.
is spices.
I mean, that's all they go to.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. When I'm saying seasons, I mean spices. Think about how it was. I should have Googled when spices first was invented. But think about before that. Motherfuckers was healthy.
Yeah.
Because they everything that they was eating was pure. It didn't have nothing to it. Shit was bland. Yeah. But then once you put some fucking seasoning on salt and pepper.
I mean, imagine animals in the wild with a frying pan and some salt. But you had some fat cheetahs and deer out here. They be like, damn, man, I've got diabetes. A deer with diabetes? God damn.
The fuck that thing about it is, or they was just using, back in the day, they was using lemon zest. Straight from the pill, you feel me? But pepper was always good for you. But until they added the salt with it. It was always a plot.
But that's really a good analogy. Think about what I just said. Animals in the wild don't have salts and sugars. They eating raw whatever it is they catch. They're not battering it up. You know what I mean? That's why you've never seen an unhealthy elephant, an unhealthy giraffe, unless something man-made did it to them. Like nothing in the wild has made them have diabetes.
But you know who else I blame though? City officials. Of why the city is not eating as healthy as we could.
But you can't blame
them. Know why? Know why I'm going to say that?
They part of the problem. But they part of the oppression system.
That's why I blame them. Because that's the whole thing, right? Every year, Baltimore has a health convention for a week long. And I'm gonna tell you why I said I blame them, because you'll have your head officials from mayors all the way to the protector to the commissioners there, right? But the banners are only downtown. The banner then goes past the city, and then it picks up again in Towson. Go down to the convention center.
Well, that's just politics for them. Like,
but that's the thing, though.
We know what it is, though.
But if you can't keep complaining that these motherfuckers in the city, because that's what you hear a lot too now. Politicians like, oh, we got to eat healthy in the city, da-da-da-da. More people, this and that, and the mental health, and if you eat healthy. But you're not telling them how to. You're not telling them that it's a health fucking convention in their own city.
Because it's not for the city, it's for them. It's for them. It has nothing to do with the general public.
If it's for them,
it's for them to take pictures and them to get sponsors
shit,
and endorsements.
Have that whole
that's what
shit
it's for.
in the county.
It's the line they own pockets,
areas
bro.
where they can have that shit in the county.
Bro, I was driving up here.
It's just for optics. That's all it's for.
I was driving up here today. It's raining. And as I'm driving past, a lady comes out and stick a thing out like this as I'm driving past saying free food. So it's raining. I look over, I see a big ass truck with brown boxes all in the truck. My brain automatically went, all them fucking homeless people downtown under the thing. And you
I seen one of them trucks on Miami Street the other day.
It's nothing but vegetables in it. And they motherfuckers don't take it. I took one. I went like, you know what? I got kids. I'm going to take one. He said, all right, brother. He said, I hope you like what's in there. Open that shit up. Carrots, celery, fucking kale. There's no bad shit in that box. Know why that shit stay there? Because motherfuckers seen what was in the box and not coming back for it. And it's grown.
They're like, ain't got no chicken in.
And it's grown from the city field.
No noodles.
City joint right down on Wolf and Gate Street. They have a whole farm. I mean, a whole little garden down there where they grow all this shit.
So check this out. The food. We all agree that the food helps.
I went back got 2 boxes.
Helps with what's going on mentally in our culture.
Free veggies?
You know what I mean? Let's talk about these men and these emotional triggers that's making them act the way they act. We got that.
What?
Yeah, that.
Keep looking at it.
But on a mental health side of it, what is triggering men? What is triggering this depression? What is triggering?
Stop! I'm just joking.
I was great.
Joking, y'all.
I agree.
I was great. Shit.
Nah,
it's not women. It's B-I-T-C-H.
I'm just playing, ladies. I'm just playing.
You're playing. I'm not.
B-I-T-C-H.
They're a problem.
B-I-T-C-H.
You can't please them.
I ain't gonna say the word.
But because you got men killing, men killing women. Like, what is making men not be able to sit back and rationally put things in order to handle shit? Like, why is everything violent? Like, is it to the point where, like, inner cities need 24-hour counseling somewhere? Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of advocates for therapy out here now. You got Taraji P. Henson. We got Charlamagne. He speaks about it all the time. Charlamagne the God on the Breakfast Club.
Motherfuckers need to sit down in front of motherfuckers. I ain't know that video. Watching that shit on video is nothing.
I believe a lot of people need to sit down with a therapist. I've sat down with therapists. Have any of y'all sat down with a therapist?
Yes.
You haven't?
Yeah, I sat down with a therapist.
You sure? How long ago was this?
Last night.
Wow, shit. I forgot.
Fucking with you, yo.
I forgot.
Oh shit.
I forgot.
You didn't even know.
I forgot to. I was just being funny.
My woman is a therapist.
Damn, I was being funny.
No.
I forgot that she was.
But it was how you did it. I thought you was, you know what I mean? Because that's how I caught it.
I thought that's what he meant when he said it.
And then when he said, "Oh shit," then I clicked like, "Oh
yeah,
shit."
She is a therapist.
That was a good one.
He's a therapist.
Never mind.
But speaking of the therapist, right? I've been seeing a lot more men be open about sitting down, talking to a therapist. I was telling Flesh before you got here about Latino artist J Balvin talking about a Latino artist talking about him battling anxiety, depression. You know what I mean? He put it on Front Street for the world. So he got a little
He
documentary.
almost get killed. It was 15 seconds, right?
Yeah, he from Medellin. You know how they get. You know how they give it up out there.
Hey, don't talk about my second home.
He need a third.
They
Talk about my second home.
But I applauded them because they didn't edit anything out. It was a point in the documentary where it was like he was having a pre-anxiety attack. And me personally, I had an anxiety attack last month. Talk about these same motherfuckers that I don't like, that I just feel as though
You had that motherfucker every day.
you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, depression is ran in my family. I've seen a therapist. You know, people in my family seen therapy. I've actually seen more men be vulnerable and vocal about going to therapy, but not enough. And I think that that's something that needs to happen in our culture to stop what's going on. People can blame everything they want to
stop what's going on. You said what? Suicide?
Stop with everything. Like, it's people are mentally fucked up where they just doing shit that they not supposed to do. So maybe you need to sit down and talk
about regular black folk, or we talking about street niggas?
I'm talking about whoever's fucked up.
That's a business.
I'm talking about whoever's fucked up.
That's a business.
But what's the business in a man killing his wife?
I think
Women didn't take you there.
No. I mean,
bro.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. That's an emotional trigger. Why do men let women get underneath their skin so bad that you want to knock her fucking block off?
Because here's the thing.
Just go fuck a homegirl and feel better about it.
Here's the thing. You can't knock, for those of you believers, you know, middle finger to you, those who not. But anyway.
Do you believe?
Because I need some working on myself. But I'm just saying.
Do you believe?
Even in scripture, he says that a man rather be in a dark cave than deal with a nagging woman. That scripture is so deep, letting you know that even women with their tongue in their mouth, what I'm saying is that with their tongue in their mouth can't deal with it. And a lot of times that, depending on the situations, it's hard for a man to leave every time, especially when it's not like you
don't got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, well, one, you don't have nowhere else to go, and motherfuckers be breadwinners in the house and pay all the bills, and don't have nowhere to go. It ain't like they can make the woman leave with the kids and say, "Get the fuck out."
Because that's
your hard. Listen, but I'm just saying,
go to
your
your
hard
house.
earned. But that's the thing about it, is that that's going to be very rare. If a man got a woman and they got kids and they in the house and she crossing the line and disrespecting them as a man, the best thing for him to do is leave.
Yeah.
But where the fuck he gonna go at if he ain't got no peoples like that or nobody to run to?
The side chick house.
But he still got to come back home.
No, you don't.
It's still a fucking issue over there. So
Yo, let me tell you some real shit. Like, a relationship I had years ago, I was in a situation where a woman was getting underneath my skin. She was very unappreciative, played a lot of fucking mind games. And I was going through that. You know, get out, you come back home. You get out, you come back home. Then I woke up one day. She was on that shit. I looked at this bitch. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. This young lady. And I'm like.
It's progress, y'all. Progress.
I'm trying. You know what I mean? I'm still with sin. And I never came back. You know what I mean? Because she was pushing me to that place where I felt as though I needed to knock her block off. And I'm not even a woman beater. And nor was I going to keep sitting up and putting up with that bullshit she was putting me through. So, yeah, you can leave. You know what I'm saying? And she called me a week later like, you know the rent due. I said, I don't fucking live there.
Right.
And left that shit like that.
Yeah.
Cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of men, I'm not in prison. I'm not on Murder Inc.'s Instagram page for knocking a woman block off. Yeah. I'm not doing none of that shit. What I'm saying is, like, we have to find some way as men, especially coming from our culture, to deal with these emotional triggers.
But somebody's gonna have to deal with that. But like as men, other men gonna have to reach out and help those and teach them how to deal with themselves as men, because a lot of these programs,
we have to make therapy cool.
Yeah, we do.
We have to make therapy cool.
We do, but you know, a lot of time, but we got to be careful about the type of therapy we get, because you know, right now in the culture that we in, it's a man-hating culture. It's a it's an alpha man hating culture. They'll love a beta male that'll just be like, yes, I'll do whatever you tell me to do, and it's all about you. They don't have no problem with those men. They have men like us that speak our point of view and that don't agree with the shit that they doing. We're the ones that they try to cancel. We're
like
the ones
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, we're the ones that they try to cancel. We the ones that they try to talk about because we don't fall in the guidelines of what they like and what they like to hear. We the ones that really need to support one another and have that therapy. Because we be the ones with the issues because we mean what the fuck we say. We not speaking just to be speaking.
I would definitely like that would be a dream to see a male therapist actually team up with a female therapist and have a practice in the hood to actually provide therapy to
men and
women. Really men first. Yeah. Really men first because it's like you said, you got to be able to speak to somebody. But then I would still like a woman's perspective in the room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would like the man. No. What I'm saying is, I would like her perspective because if a male therapist might really be biased. He might really be when we talking about deep-rooted issues about what's going on.
As long as the biasness is not coming from, Kevin Samuels thing, women keep trying to say he's biased. He's not biased. But he said that he's biased, but biased in the sense of men need this. Like I'm biased, like I'm not catering enough to you because you have so many other platforms around the world that's catering to you. My platform is catering to the men.
It's really catering to family life. No, that's what he's really promoting.
It is. But he's really focusing on the position of a man in that family structure.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
The natural order of things.
Exactly, the natural order. But you got to understand, we live in a society now where the squeaky, all the times the ones that used to be oppressed are now doing the oppressed. Now they are the oppressors. So their way of life, their way of thinking is the new wave. Like, come on now, they banning fucking Snow White.
Yeah, that shit got me irritated,
think about the mentality that the country
Mr. Potato Head, Snow White. I don't know what the fuck they gonna do when they go back and look at old Pepe Le Pew shit. He was a hoe.
He's a hoe.
Pepe Le Pew was the man.
LeBron got what's name
but they're not gonna do it because Pepe Le Pew was kind of feminine, so he's not going anywhere.
No,
Pepe Le Pew was smooth. That's smooth.
He was smooth.
Pepe Le Pew, that's the man.
One he on. That's what LeBron got off for Space Jam.
What, Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah, but LeBron a beta male.
Because he said that
LeBron's a beta.
He said because he used to how he used to try to kiss. You know how Pepe Le Pew was chase chicks down.
Don't bring him up.
He was saying that that he didn't want that on his Space Jam.
I hate this shit. He didn't want
Pepe Le Pew on the Space Jam.
Well, LeBron James?
Yeah, because he said Yo was just chasing women down
because
all the
he's
time.
A fucking beta male. Him, Dwayne Wade, all the motherfuckers.
Dwayne Wade not even beta. He's out of here. That motherfucking cute
over there somewhere.
Now listen,
listen. I don't know what point.
He's a cute.
Yeah, these are prime examples of how far black communities have gone. Like I told people before, like
he's a cute.
After Malcolm and desegregation happened in 1954. White people during that time was upset because blacks got to do the same thing that fucking white people do. Now that was 1954. The feminist movement came in 1960? Around 1960. They ain't even give that shit enough time. They already had a plan to destroy us because, like they said, after they killed off Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, what did they say? We don't want no more black men with that type of power that could control the people. And they succeeded. They succeeded because in the family structure, where do you see a Malcolm X at? In a black man's household, that type of mentality, strong mentality, protect your family. Or Martin Luther King, where do you see it at? Nowhere.
They not gonna put that on the media.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
they ain't gonna put that on the media.
But even in our neighborhoods, nationwide, like you don't see it because their purpose was to use our woman in the system to break down. What did they have to do? They got the fathers out. They got my grandfather and them generation out the household, gave women the jobs and let them raise the children. Why? Because they only getting raised with one aspect. They're getting raised with that nurturing. So what are you doing? The men that's supposed to be protectors, they getting raised up by their moms, so they're not even being taught how to be protectors. So now that sensitive feminine thing is coming into them about their fucking feelings. We know with us, when it comes to dealing with certain things, yeah, our woman is there to bring, a feminine woman is there to bring you balance. That's where the communication comes in at. But you being that alpha male to know, babe, look, we talked, but your situation ain't gonna work this time. It's time to protect. Like, it's time to turn up. Because this shit got to stop right here. We don't have that anymore. That's why shit off the radar. But like I tell women all the time. But when shit get out of hand, y'all don't know how to deal with it. As long as y'all in a controlled environment and everything works the way you want it, you fine. But then when shit get chaotic and you can't do nothing anymore, what do? You go looking for the father, or go looking for a male figure to fix the problem. Because that already told you from the beginning. The way man started in the beginning, man and woman started, was the way that it's supposed to continue. Y'all help break that shit. Like, for example, and I'm going to stop right here. Remember Boys in the Hood with Trey? When she raised him by herself, what Trey was getting out of hand, so what she do? She called the father. I need him to come with you because you can't control him no more. Because there's a part of him that's naturally happening that you don't understand or know how to deal with.
That's the same shit I was telling about the stepkid.
Yeah, so I said,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you bring a man in because a man knows better. But see, now it's hard because you got a lot of beta men out here. Like, so how is they going to teach a boy how to be a man, to tell him, like, you know what? It don't matter about your emotions. That's still the woman. You still got to protect her. It's your kids. You still got to raise her. You still got to do your part regardless of how you feel. You are not a woman. You have responsibilities. Your feelings don't override your responsibilities.
Your feelings don't have nothing to do about being fair out here.
Women have the luxury of their feelings going, well, I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm not doing this. They have the luxury of doing that. We don't have that luxury.
At all.
We don't.
At all.
Y'all can pass the mic because I don't want to keep going.
No, because we about to tighten this up, man. I'm about to get Conway final thoughts on this because we can go 8 hours talk about mental health.
The only thing I want to say is that the reason why a lot of the mental, like, therapy isn't a cool thing because black people are being taught that you shouldn't tell somebody else your problems. Like, you got motherfuckers now that have homeboys.
They just want you to keep it sucked in and deal with it. Like you got to talk sometimes.
How you going to say I'm your best friend? You like, I'm your brother and I can't even talk to you because it's a thing of, if I can talk to you, it's supposed to be with you. Motherfuckers start telling your business to other motherfuckers.
What did I say the other day?
What
I say the other day? You shouldn't have to give a discllaimer about not telling my business.
Even before that.
But most
even
men,
before this beta shit.
I'm saying, no,
even
that
the
shit
alpha
always
niggas
been around.
Yeah, because even alpha niggas will tell another motherfucker business.
Alpha no they don't.
It's motherfuckers it's motherfuckers.
I don't say niggas business. I just don't.
It's just I said before us. Motherfuckers the motherfuckers before us is the reason why we didn't want to go to therapy.
But that came.
You know what I'm saying?
But that shit came from slavery.
But not only that, even then, them motherfuckers couldn't tell nobody nothing because them motherfuckers was running back telling master.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Listen, I get that. But see, you got to understand too.
We definitely have a lot of trust issues in our culture.
Listen, we do.
Have a lot of trust.
It gotta be broken, but don't forget.
But it's glorified.
We achieved a lot of shit through that silence.
Being backstabbed.
Like the fact that you didn't have anybody to talk to. So that anger and rage that you had, a lot of us use that to catapult ourselves in every fucking thing possible because we used to be the trendsetters. Like, we used to be the ones that took all that pain and we blossomed into something. Yeah, but we didn't gave up everything. Like,
that's because money talks and motherfuckers is fueled by that. So once you fueled by money, you can build a
morals and shit go out the window.
You can build $1 million empire, and somebody says, "I give you $1,000,001." They're gonna take it.
Yeah, that's what.
It's the inner city. The inner city the only one to do it because we feel as though, all right, we can do it again, but you're not gonna do it again because you got what you wanted out of it. And the thing is, I agree with you. A a woman should be in the office sometimes because some men have been biased to what a man is saying because you could be actually talking to a beta man.
You could be.
You know what I'm saying? And if you talking to a beta man and that woman like that don't even sound right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But and that's what I meant. I'm just like, both
It's
sides. I'm just talking about a specific thing with grabbing
but the
dudes out the hood.
The killing
of
women is being
because my therapist is a woman, so you know what I mean?
Like men killing women. That shit has been that shit has been putting men on pedestals now. Like, it's been talked about, like,
what you mean?
I beat my bitch. Like, shit, I beat her the fuck up.
You said they've been put on pedestals?
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Ooh.
I'll tell you after this. But motherfuckers it's a
clowns if you put your fucking hands on a woman.
But that's what I'm saying.
Whole bitch.
But you can have a motherfucker, like, Lil Shorty, God rest her soul, that got killed by You Gonna Murder Inc., is people in there saying he was right for killing Shorty.
But look at
and most of them probably was women too, wasn't they? That was agreeing with that.
No, it was
dudes.
But that's the thing. But listen, that's the thing. I guarantee you, the majority of them that said that, either they fatherless, didn't have that strong alpha male figure to tell them. That's why I said
But we don't know because they on internet.
But if you look at the numbers, like I was looking at the statistics today, the amount of single women that there are in America is a fucking lot. Like they down to 63 million families or some shit like that they said from 66.
Because it's cool to fuck them and leave them.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Yeah. If motherfucker, it's little motherfuckers that I talk to regularly. This motherfucker got 6 babies. And I'm like, yo, why you don't spend time with him? For what? I ain't tell her let me fuck without a condom.
But
that's the mentality that's running through these kids.
Yeah, and that's something that needs to be talked about too.
Because there is no male. Because you.
And I know. And this motherfucker got his father and his mother still live in the house. He still live with both of them.
So what's wrong with his father?
Nothing. His father do everything.
No. What's wrong with it? Something wrong with his father.
No.
It's a disconnect somewhere for him to have that mindset.
But
I don't know what it is.
Talking to him is the mother.
But see, then that means the mother. If do his parents live together?
Yeah.
Did his mother run the
They've
fucking
been married,
household?
His
mother run the fucking household.
They've been married for 40 years. When I go over there, the father run that shit.
No.
She sits down when he say sit the fuck.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I think what it really is, he don't like seeing his mother being abused the way his mother being abused. Like he don't physically abuse her. He tell his father is the alpha male. Like, you ain't cook dinner, bitch. Like he talk to her like that. Yeah.
Nah, see, it's a problem.
That's not really an alpha.
Listen,
it's not an alpha.
You know what I'm saying? That's not an alpha.
That's not an alpha male.
But
that's just that's a mister from Color Purple.
His mother don't have no say so going to the house.
But think about this. You just answered the question right there. That's why he treat women like that. Look at the way his father treated her. And this is the thing that we got, the stereotype of saying that a man is an alpha. Disrespecting your woman doesn't make you an alpha.
No, it doesn't make you an alpha.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, because no, even when I had the conversation with women, they think because you rationalize what a woman, they go, oh, well, that's not being alpha. Like, yes, it is. Like, it's a difference between being an alpha and then you just being a fucking straight asshole. Like, and then look how he talking to his mother. If he watching his father talk to his mother like that, how can he respect any woman that he lay down with?
Right.
He can't.
Right.
It don't matter if you got your mother and father in the house.
Because if that's the case, I would be every bitch that I ever been with.
But the thing is, it triggers different people.
Exactly.
So it's like triggers. So for me, like I could have been one of them same people that went down the road of saying, hey, well, I did this, that, and third because I ain't had no father in my life. And I treat my son a certain way. I treat women in my life a certain way because I ain't have no man there. I'm totally different. I'm a kid lover. You know what I'm saying? I raised my son on my own. It was no male figure there. I did everything the opposite of what statistics say that we supposed to fucking have. What?
So you raised your son on your own? You ain't had no male figure around for your son?
I said for me.
I understand.
For me, you see, you trying to fuck me up.
What
I'm saying is a male figure to show me anything.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You tried to get me, it ain't work.
Yeah, but you ain't say that.
Yeah, you tried to get me, ain't work. But for real, we got to tighten this up, man. Cause we gonna go all day. We gonna final thoughts.
Yeah, thought. You ain't gotta tell me that. I be quick with the lightning. Final thought, man. Just take take care of yourself. If you could jump into some meditation, do that.
That's what he think about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, for the most part, if you shy, for those of you who shy and don't want to be around people, there's tons of YouTube clips for meditation and a lot of things for you to learn because everybody want to be a teacher on there. So it's no excuse. Just invest in yourself, invest in your health, and talk to somebody when things go wrong. Everything should work itself out.
You can dig it.
Fuck that shit. Talk to everybody.
that's your final thought. Fuck that shit.
Don't talk to everybody.
Because at the end of the
Know
day,
your business.
you never know who you might be helping. Because everybody needs somebody just to feel comfortable. You feel me? To talk to. That's what I be thinking my plate before. Because motherfuckers be wanting to talk to me. Because I don't give a fuck. Like, what you gonna use against me? Shit. Because I don't give a fuck because everybody already knew about me. So if I tell you,
you're Emineming yourself right now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but that makes motherfuckers comfortable. Like, yo, big bro, like, yo, XYZ going on with me. Oh, yeah. And then talk to me. Oh, big brother.
That's what's up.
Because I don't give a fuck. I tell you right now, yeah, XYZ happened to me. This happened to me.
So any of y'all that's watching in the Baltimore area and you got, like hood motherfucking problems.
Come on at me.
That's your man right there.
Motherfucking right.
First 15 minutes is free.
Right.
Anything after that, had the cash app.
No. First 5 minutes.
Anything after that,
So
the
get that shit out.
So
get that shit in
cash
real
app
quick.
consultation together.
Cash app. Speak the truth.
Yeah, man. Hey, check this out. Hey, everybody that's listening and looking, man, please make sure you visit unifieradio.tv. We're going to have some Fletcher's motivational minutes on there. You know what I mean? Couple meal plans, couple exercises. You can hit him up direct if you want to book a training session for him to get you started. He's not going with you the whole way. Yeah. He's going to help you guide your new lifestyle. Like,
you got highlighters.
Yeah, and it's
agent.
Yeah, it's going to be real quick. And and everybody, like, I'm real big on family. Like, we know we got some people, especially males in our families that are fucked up. I suggest everybody family therapy. You know what I'm saying? Family therapy. If you got money for Jordans, you got money for Gucci, you spending PP loans on snow crab legs, please put that PP scam money into your lifestyle and into your health, man. We want to see people. Yeah, man. We want to see people more prosperous and more healthy, man. Especially mentally, man, because we can't get nowhere if everybody out here mentally fucked up and depressed. And a special shout out and condolences to my homeboy Roland Artist and his family. He died this morning. I got the news before we started this broadcast. So shout out to him. He succumbed to his battle of COVID-19. So this episode became a little bit more special because of that. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be healthy. You know what I mean? I want to see everybody here at the same time next week on this Unified Radio channel. Yeah. This is Eric. This is Conway. This is Flesh. Shout out to Andy. This is Imperfect Sense. We seen y'all at the same time.
Shout out to
same
COVID
Unified
Andy.
channel.
COVID Andy. I'm
Next
locked
week.
up.
Peace.
Won't let me out. She won't let me out.